What happens when the WNBA's fiercest rivalries spill off the court and into a teammate betrayal so wild it's got the whole league buzzing? Buckle up, because this drama is juicier than a playoff buzzer beater, and it's all unfolding right now.
So, lads, it's looking like the Indiana Fever have signed a perfect player to have beside Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Dwana Bonner, Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hall. Who else? Sydney Colson's still on this team, Damaris Dantas, and whoever they draft in the second round.
Brianna Turner just pulled off the ultimate power move, ditching Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky to join forces with none other than Caitlin Clark at the Indiana Fever. Yeah, you heard that right. Turner traded one rising star for another, and the shockwaves are still rippling. After spending last season backing up Reese, Turner signed a one-year $85,000 deal with Indiana in February 2025, and she's already hitting the gym with Clark like they've been besties forever. This isn't just a roster swap, it's a statement. The Fever are stacking their lineup with talent, and Turner's all in, leaving Reese in the rearview mirror. But here's the kicker. Angel's not taking this quietly.
And of course you have Caitlin. Like, she had such a phenomenal rookie season, so many great accolades, and I think the jumping from season 1 to season 2 players can also make a really big jump, so I'm excited to see her growth from year 1 to year 2, and she hasn't reached her ceiling yet either, so I'm really excited to watch her growth as well.
Talk about you on the court. Like, what sort of attributes do you think you're going to bring, and where?
Reese has been lighting up social media with the kind of petty energy that could power a small city. When that workout video of Turner and Clark dropped, showing them running screen and roll drills like a well-oiled machine, rumors started flying that Angel was fuming. She hasn't dropped a direct diss yet, but her cryptic posts on X hint at some serious salt. One fan speculated she's scribbling petty comebacks in her notes app, and honestly, that tracks. Reese built her brand on being the tough, take-no-prisoners star, but watching her ex-teammate cozy up to her biggest rival, that's gotta sting worse than a missed layup in crunch time. And it's not just the betrayal. Turner's glowing words about Clark are pouring fuel on the fire.
So obviously Coach KP is there. I feel like he never leaves the gym. You have Caitlin coming across the screen for a 3. It looks like with all of these, they're working on a screen and roll with Brianna.
In that workout clip, Turner couldn't stop gushing about Clark's rookie season. She had such a phenomenal year, so many great accolades, she said, grinning like she just won the lottery. I'm excited to see her grow from year 1 to year 2. She hasn't reached her ceiling yet. Meanwhile, she described herself as a calming presence who loves to run the floor and play defense. Watching them gel is like seeing a perfect assist-turn-dunk combo. Smooth, effortless, and a little too good to be true if you're in Reese's camp. Clark's dropping threes while Turner sets screens, and you can almost hear the Fever's championship dreams clicking into place. For Reese, though, this is less heartwarming and more heart-shattering.
I think I'm really just like a calming presence. I feel like I never get too high or get too low. People are like, why don't you smile more? Why don't you get excited? I'm like, I'm just chilling, I'm vibing. Like, I feel like I'm really an observer, but I am really competitive as well. I like to run the floor, like to play defense, like to win, and I think the Fever was a place to be if I wanted to win.
Let's talk about Angel's ego for a second, because it's taking a bigger hit than a rookie in a vet-heavy paint. She's spent years crafting this image as basketball royalty. Remember her pointing to her ring finger after LSU beat Clark's Iowa in the 2023 NCAA Finals? That taunt still echoes, but now it's starting to sound hollow. Turner isn't the first to bail on Reese's orbit. The Chicago Sky's roster has been a revolving door, and insiders whisper her diva vibes might be why. She struts like she's the Beyonce of the WNBA, but teammates keep running to Clark's camp like it's a 5-star upgrade. Reese's reaction to this snub feels like poetic justice. Her throne's wobbling, and she's got no one to blame but her own spotlight hogging ways. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever are turning into a straight-up juggernaut. Turner's not the only new face. Add Natasha Howard, Dwana Bonner, and Sophie Cunningham to a core of Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell, and you've got a squad that screams title contender. Coach Stephanie White's got them humming, and Turner's elite defense, 2 all-defensive first-team nods in 2020 and 2021, fits like a glove next to Clark's offensive wizardry. The Fever went from playoff hopefuls to legit threats overnight, while Reese's Sky are still scrambling to prove they're more than a one-woman show, and what happened next would shock everyone who thought Indiana was just Clark's hype train. Here's the twist. Turner wasn't always Team Clark. Back in 2024, she tossed some subtle shade Clark's way on X, clashing with her rabid fanbase over on-court antics. Fast forward to March 2025, and she's all smiles, braiding Clark's hair in spirit if not literally. It's the kind of amnesia that deserves an Oscar. Past beef forgotten, present vibes thriving. For Reese, this flip is the ultimate gut punch. She's left as the awkward third wheel, watching her former squad mate thrive with the player she spent years measuring herself against. It's like a teen movie plot where the mean girl gets ditched and the underdog comes out on top, except this time, it's real life. On the court, the gap between Clark and Reese is widening faster than you can say Rookie of the Year. Clark's 2024 stats, 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and a record-breaking 337 dimes show she's not just scoring, she's lifting everyone around her. Turner's already raving about Clark's ceiling, and the Fever's playoff run last year proved she's the real deal. Reese? She averaged 13.6 points and 13.1 rebounds as a rookie, snagging the WNBA's single-season double-double record, but Chicago barely squeaked into the playoffs. Her hustle's undeniable. Hustle's great, but it's like she's all flash and no finish. Clark's out there rewriting the playbook, while Reese is still figuring out how to not trip over her own hype. Fans are eating this up like it's the last slice of pizza at a watch party. X is a war zone. Some call Turner's move a smart escape from Reese's circus. Others say Angel's tantrums make toddlers look chill. One post nailed it. Reese losing teammates isn't shocking. Them running to Clark is the chef's kiss. The Fever faithful are hyped, with comments like, Turner and Clark are the duo we didn't know we needed, while Reese's diehards are scrambling to defend her fading crown. It's a full-on frenzy, and the split loyalties are only cranking up the drama. So, what's next for Angel Reese? She's at a crossroads. Dial back the ego and rebuild, or keep losing allies faster than a reality star drops sponsors. Speculations swirling that she'll double down, maybe firing off more passive-aggressive jabs, or pushing Chicago harder in 2025. But with the Sky's playoff hopes hanging by a thread and Turner thriving in Indy, Reese might need a reality check before her roster's down to just the janitor. Will she learn that teamwork beats tantrums, or keep playing the lone wolf? That's the question keeping us all on edge. This WNBA saga proves one thing: talent and chemistry win every time. Brianna Turner's great escape from Reese's drama to Clark's court is a masterclass in leveling up, while Angel's left stewing in a mess of her own making. The Fever are gunning for gold, Clark's rewriting the script, and Reese, she's stuck watching her kingdom crumble, one teammate at a time. Stick around, because this roller coaster's just getting started, and the next twist might be the wildest yet.